Was that chocolate? I thought you were opening a car part or something important.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today we are doing a VR racing simulator. So this was a 5D racing simulator. A bunch of my mates went and done it, and it was just carnage. As you can see on the first corner, as usual in most F1 races, somebody gets absolutely fucked into. So yeah, I got flipped upside down, and I started in P1 from the qualifying, and got put into last place, so I had a bit of catching up to do. So as I say, this is the first time I'd ever done a VR sim, proper VR sim like this. I've done VR sim racing for drifting, and I've only ever driven Spa twice on a racing game, and never ever an F1, so this was a completely different experience for me. And then, as I say, there was 8 of us, 3 of them knew what they were doing. You know, they've done a bit of sim racing themselves. One has got quite a number of hundreds of hours in them, who was Declan, who's up in P1 at this point. So yeah, I had a bit of catching up to do and trying to manoeuvre my way around everybody else, which I was kept bumping into people because they were slowing down, and then I was slowing down and getting bumped into, so it was absolute carnage. As you can see, I am fighting to get past that person there, but they slowed down and I yeeted them out of the way, but then instantly got rammed by, I think it was Paul, and then rammed again, and then Paul managed to just get him inside, which, you know, in gaming terms is kind of a good move, but in theoretical racing terms it's bad. But then I get myself back on him, and I just come on the outside. And then I just absolutely max Verstappen it and fuck off into the distance. So it's now, from now on, it was me just trying to hunt down P1 against Declan, which was just a battle just to try and get close enough. But as I say, it took me a good lap and a half to really sync up with the car, the track, how it handled. But I managed to genuinely get a good hang of it after about a lap and a half, as I say, and figure the corners out a bit better, because my first lap was not great. It was absolutely not great. Now, by this point, I was starting to get a bit of a lead from the people behind me, and I was keeping a steady between 5 to 3 seconds behind Declan in first. I think I did get up to about 2 seconds behind him, but I did start at 12 seconds behind. You know, at this point, I think there was a point where I was about 12 seconds behind Declan, but you know, I did manage to reel him in. And as you can see, I am starting to get some of the corners a bit better, and yeah, this is say the gap between me and everyone behind started really kind of opening up. I think there was at one point we did lap someone, and we were close to lapping quite a few of the others by the time we'd done 7 or 8 laps overall. But overall, great experience, really genuinely. The place is called VR Simulation in Glasgow, and it's a 5D simulator, so the chair moves, you can feel vibrations, there's wind blowing. It was actually a really, really cool experience, and you know, genuinely recommend going there. It was good fun. We had 3 rounds, a practice round, qualifying round, and then the final round. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the other 2 rounds as they weren't a grid-based start, as it's Project Car 2. So the first one was an Evos down in a course in England somewhere, and then we'd done touring cars up in the Highlands of in Scotland. I can't remember exactly, it's like Banavie course or something, I can't remember, it was like an open road. And then we came to Spa to do the F1, and as I say, it was an awesome experience. Would genuinely recommend, and I'm definitely going to be going again. Now coming into this corner it put me off a little bit, but yeah, there as you can see I just lapped the person who was in last place. So there was about a 2-minute gap, nearly. I think it was a minute 40 or a minute 50, something at that point. I was holding the fastest lap at a minute 58 or something. I never managed to do that again. I kept messing up, going off the track, hitting corners a bit wrong. But overall I was very much improving throughout the whole race, hitting quite a few of the corners better. But as I say, but there is a few times where I do come off and it drops time, I lose time, and I come off the pace a little bit. So lose a bit of ground from Declan and P1, but yeah, just kept fighting, trying to catch up. I was quite happy that I went from 7th into 2nd and then only about 3 seconds behind by the end. So this is us coming into the final moments of the race. Just into the last corners there. So as you can see, finished second place, 3 seconds behind the leader. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. But thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.